right now. And Beal played. He played his best game of the season, and he got back, and that's what pushed his injury back, and that's why he's still not playing right now. So I'm telling you, man, that back shit is you don't want to mess with those back issues, man.
Yeah, no, I totally hear you with the back stuff. And like a few days ago, or I think it was last week, you came up here and you was telling us about how you struggle with back stuff, and then
Yeah.
it just bro, it just even made me realize even more like how difficult this shit is. It really
Hmm.
is difficult. So, I mean,
I hope
I
Bradley
get it.
Beal's okay, but let's see.
I completely understand it. Yeah, bro. So let's see here. Who plays tonight? Because
42 games tonight. At least, do you guys get a rest since the in-season tournament?
so I think they added two extra games, right? So tonight we got Pacers and
That's
Celtics.
fucking annoying.
Fuck, I may want to schedule that one.
Pelicans Kings is really interesting. I think that's a more important game for Warriors and Lakers fans just because seeding.
Yeah.
Any of those teams loses a good night for us. So that's good. One of those teams I gotta lose. So that's actually a really good for us. So I'm gonna definitely be watching that. Preferably
So
want the
this
Pelicans
is
to lose.
so this is officially tournament week, right? Like we're just in the
Yeah.
throes of tournament week. Okay. So
Since
Monday,
tomorrow's yeah.
let's look at some stuff here. So tonight we got Celtics Pacers. Bro, look at Halliburton's stats, dog. 27 and damn near 12 assists. That's stupid.
He's so good, bro. He's so good.
You know, if he figures out how to like divide up those stats, you know what I'm saying? And his problem is that he's going to go to the playoffs, or hopefully they make the playoffs, and the shit's going to become, you know, uh, heliocentric, and then he's just going to just choke. It happens to the best of them, right? Tomorrow we got Knicks and Bucks, and then we got Lakers and Suns.
That's a big game. Hopefully
Oh,
win,
these are
please
super
God.
games right here. Yeah,
Please
big
God.
matchups. Then we got Orlando, Thunder Rockets. Yeah, so I'm gonna just pick the earliest game here, which is this one.
I
So
feel
that's
bad.
Wednesday,
I feel bad for whatever team got to play the OKC in the first round. I'm not saying they're gonna win the first round, but
bro.
what a horrible team to play in the first round.
OKC is a tough team, man. I mean, you know, it's funny because I remember like 2010. Remember when they were playing against the Lakers in 10,
Yep.
and and
The Lakers are
they
supposed to
scared the
walk them.
shit out of the
Everybody
Lakers,
thought the Lakers that was gonna be an easy series for the Lakers too.
bro. So they scared the shit out of the damn Lakers that year, right? And that first round, like I think it was like a Ron Artest or a Pau Gasol putback or something. That shit almost went like 7 games. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's when I knew the Thunder were going to be a problem. Next year, I think this was 2010. Next year they were in the West Finals, and then in 2012 they made the finals. You know what I'm saying? So they I think they might be one of those teams, man, where where you look at Shea and you look at what's his name is doing, the rookie,
Chet.
Abraham Lincoln,
Chet.
Chet Holmgren, bro. Um, I think I think what they did is that in a few years they rebuilt what they had in 2010, 2011, 2012. You know what I'm saying? With KD and Russ, right? Like, bro, like they got so much
And don't
faster than
forget, don't
everything,
forget,
dog.
don't forget that kid Jalen Williams. He has all star potential too, man.
Yeah,
That guy's a bucket. And the good thing about them is that all their players. The interesting thing about OKC is that all these guys are offensively gifted, but they all of their guys are two-way players, and it's true what Eric says. I do get that same vibe and energy that I got from the 2010, 2011 OKCs. Like they have so many weapons everywhere. They're just maybe a little too young to make a real title run, but it's like I guarantee you, nobody's. I'm not gonna say teams are scared of them, but all I know is teams don't want to play them in the first round because that's gonna be a really hard out.
yo,
And let's
Warm
not act
Dicks.
like Let's not act like the OKC arena and fans, it gets crazy too in the playoffs.
Yeah. Rome Dicks or Worm Dicks. I feel weird saying that. Worm Dicks. Request up real quick. I want to hear something. I'm curious. I swear to God, that's Pruny, bro. Worm Dicks.
Yeah. It'll change your name, man.
I think that's Pruny. Pruny has like 50 different accounts, dog. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. If this is Pruny, dog, I'm going to laugh my ass off. Worm Dicks, what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not Pruny. All right. All right.
Okay, yeah, because I was so confused. Why you keep calling me fucking Pruny?
Okay. I could have swore it was Pruny, bro. So hold up. Worm Dicks, you're Big Titty Betty, right?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
That's why I was so confused the other day. Like, why do you keep calling me fucking Pruny?
Okay.
At first second, I thought you were insulting me. Calling me fucking
No.
Pruny.
No, man. I just got it mixed up for a second. Oh, that shit's hilarious. Oh, my God. What's going on, man? How you been?
But alright, just going day by day.
Bro, are you depressed? You don't sound depressed right now.
What you mean, man? I mean, it's just an in-season tournament. I'm not tripping about it.
Nah, but are you depressed about the Dubs, though?
Well, of course. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
We got a lot of fixing to do.
Listen, we're going to get it out the mud, man. We're just in the mud right now. You know what I'm saying?
In the mud. Well, let me ask you this, man. Like, what do you think is the solution is then?
I just think they just need to get in rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I swear to God, like the last 3 games, right? So it's the Sacramento game, the Clipper game. They've just looked like a really good team. You know what I'm saying? And then something just happens like in the middle of the game where they're like, you know what? We got this. You know what I'm saying? And no, you don't got it. And then there's another thing that has to do with health as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is a health factor here as well. So I don't think they're firing on all cylinders. And 2, I just think they're just in a rut. You know what I'm saying? Where they're just like blowing these games because I think they're better than Sacramento. I think they're better than the Clippers, right? But they're just blowing these games. And Paul George, again, this motherfucker just stays putting his foot in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? You see them comments the other day? They are going to bite him in the ass, like they always do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, talking all this shit, man. But it's all good. And Kerr, and I'm having it. Kerr needs to be better. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be better.
Eric, are you Eric sitting at 9-11? Are you worried yet or not yet?
No. I'm not worried. This is where we were last year. And bro, the whole conference is the same. I'm not worried. I'm not worried because they don't look worse than they did last year. That's why I'm not worried. Because last year, bro, think about it. We had Anthony Lamb coming off the bench. Anthony Lamb was coming off the bench.
That was a funny time.
Ty Jerome was coming off the bench. The conference is better, but I mean, the minute, like, here's how I see it.
It's crazy. If Draymond don't get suspended, you guys are probably like a 5th or 6th seed right now.
Bro, we're probably a top 3 seed if he doesn't get himself suspended and do the stupid shit, man. It's kind of that simple. Let me get Dan Tilsel in here, fresh from Greece right now. I think he's in Athens. Dan Tilsel, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing good, brother.
That's correct. I am in Athens, Greece.
How you doing this morning, man? Are you bummed? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I can't even check the timeline. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
people are just at my neck right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really not checking the timeline that much. You know?
Yeah, I feel it. I'm not bummed. I mean, it's like the middle of the season, you know, coming to the midway point. To me, it doesn't really matter. until like the end, and then we started stringing together some wins.
Yeah.
We've shown that we can do it. Just look at our history. We know we can do it, and our greatest enemy is ourselves. So we
100%.
just got to beat ourselves and pull it together. And I know we will. I have full confidence in the Warriors. So
Yeah.
I'm not that worried.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, but I say that, bro, GP2, Wiggins, those three of our best defenders weren't there the last game, and we're playing the fucking Clippers, bro. You know what I'm saying? So how I thought the last game, we got killed point of attack. The bucket that we lost the game with, Klay Thompson got burned point of attack. And let me tell the Klay fans this, okay? If the only thing that he's doing is making shots, he's worth like $15 million a year, if that's the only thing that he's doing. If he's getting buried at point of attack, he's not the guy that you think he is. He's not an elite playmaker, and he can't guard up. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't guard up and you're getting burned like that, he's worth around 15. The shooting is still valuable, right? But you need a combo of defense and the shooting to be worth the $30 million that you think he's worth. Just saying.
I mean, I'm going to chime in here. I'm a huge Klay fan,
Yeah.
and I've seen him play defense. I've seen what he can do.
Yeah.
And I have faith that he will come back when we need him,
Yeah. The problem
Honestly,
is, bro,
I
is
think
that
it's just
everyone
the
in the
lack of
league right
effort.
now is versatile. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these guys are versatile. And that's the only point that I've been making, is that he's just not versatile. You need versatility. The guys who make $40 million, they're versatile guys. Look at the whole list. Everyone is versatile. It's either they can play, make, and score, or they can play, make, score, and defend, or they can defend and score, right? Or they can defend and play make. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need at least two of those things. If you're not two of those things, bro, like, you're Duncan Robinson. You know?
Yeah.
And that's just the fact of it.
Is
Right?
it just the
And,
lack of effort?
huh?
Is it just the lack of
Nah,
effort?
bro, this isn't lacking. Look at that last play, how he got burned. Like, that's not a lack of effort thing, bro. He's trying. I mean, it's not like he's not trying, but if your brain is telling your body that you can't get to a certain point, but your ego is telling your body that you can, that's a deadly combo, man. That's a deadly, deadly combo. And that's just a fact of it. It stinks. I mean, it's a terrible feeling. This NBA IO site is not updating, man. Jesus.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We've seen Klay go through a shooting slump before, and come out shooting like crazy afterwards. Like, I mean, shooters are gonna shoot, and
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna get his rhythm back. It's just a matter of time.
No, I agree. But I think his shots are falling, though. It's not a matter of the shots, I don't think. I think it's a matter of
Of the defense.
the defense, 100%. The
Yeah.
defense is really, really messing with him right now.
Yeah, I
And,
hear you.
you
I
know,
mean that,
that's
and also
um,
the shot taking he takes too. He's got to take more better shots too.
yeah.
He can't be just like chucking them with fadeaway threes all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
All right, so let me show y'all some indicators right now. This is one indicator that I've seen. Draymond Green right now. This is how good he is right now. Every time he's on the court, he's running like a 121 offense. Last year, a 114. When we won the title, it was like a 109. And the biggest reason why it's a 121 right now is simply because he's making shots. right? So this is what we want to see. So maybe this shit falls down to like 118, and we want to see this number turn into like a 105, a 106. If this number is like a 105 or like a 106, he's a top 10 player again. You know what I'm saying? This is what his box plus minus was back in 2016. Everything I compare it to now is back to 2016. So his box plus minus was like a 5.5. So far this year, through 12 games, he's like a 3.3. You know what I'm saying? In the title year, he was a 3.2. So Draymond Green is tracking well right now. You know what I'm saying? So we just need the others to come along. We need Wiggins to come along. You know, he's been showing signs, and we need Klay to just come along as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to be all about scoring with Klay. The biggest thing for him is going to be the off-ball defense. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not, and just hold his own point of attack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking you to lock anyone down. We're going to need your shooting, but we're also going to need your off-ball defense. Those are some very important factors right now. And once we get all of those factors, I think we're in good shape. I think we're definitely in good shape. But I was thinking about Draymond and what he's shooting right now. The biggest portion of his game is simply making shots, okay? Draymond Green, from this standpoint and this standpoint only, he is the most important player on the court just from this standpoint. If he's just making shots and now the defense has to guard him, it opens up the entire court, right? So if he levels out at around, say, 38, 39%, because what he's shooting right now is bonkers. He's shooting like fucking like 47% from three. I want like one more three or one more attempted three. And he's taking like 4 a game roughly. If he's taking like 3 to 5 a game and he's making 40% of them or close to 40%, the entire offense goes to another level. You know what I'm saying? So we just need him to shoot the ball. Plain and simple. That's all we need him to do. Because the defense is still there, right? Like now it says like a 114, right? But I think as the season goes along, we can get Draymond back to like the 108, 110 or whatever, right? His defense being at a 114 is ridiculous. That's nuts. Last year we were terrible defensively, and he was at a 112. So if we can get this shit back down in this range right here, right? Like the 105, the 106, the 110, right? The 106. When we won the title, it was a 103. If we can get the defense back down in this range, his defense, we're in good shape. Because when he's on the court, 105, 106, 110, 106, 103, that's a top 10 defense. Okay? So if he's on the court and they're a top 10 defense, I think they're fine. You know? Now, if they just hold serve and do what they were doing when he wasn't playing, that's how they're going to make up that margin, right? So these are the margins that they need to make up. Now, they might, like, they need more, and they don't need to be bigger. They need better defenders on the perimeter. This is what their defense is predicated on, right? When people say, oh, they're getting it's a defense, it's bigger, it's this. Bro, when I watch the game, I don't see them getting, out big, basically, right? Bro, the entire league is pace and space right now, so they have to have perimeter-heavy guys on the court. That's not what I see. I see them getting burned point of attack. That's what I see. And I know I'm not wrong, right? Okay. A small team isn't 7th in offensive rebounds, right? Like that's not the recipe of a small team, right? And look at the teams that are ahead of the Raptors, the Pistons, Philly, Atlanta, right? Like a lot of these teams here play in space, So I think we just need to figure out the on the ball stuff. I think that's the biggest thing. And Abney, you're right. The GP2 staying healthy thing, the GP2 staying healthy thing is so massive. It's a big, 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 big deal, right? Like we can't be paying that guy close to $10 million, and he's a specialist and he can't stay on the court. You know what I'm saying? He has to be able to stay on the court. They need to figure his body out, man, because like he's not playing that many minutes and he's having non-contact injuries. Come on, man. What the hell is going on with him? You know, like they need to figure out what's going on with his body, why he's playing like 20 minutes a game. And bro, I get it. It's a hard 20 minutes, but he shouldn't be getting hurt. They need to figure out what's happening with him.
I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe
man.
the Blazers
Like
really
when I
fucked
see
him up.
guys, Pedrin, when I see guys just getting hurt, I'm saying to myself, like, what's going on with you? What's happening? What in your body is weak that you need to strengthen? Because that makes no sense to me. I get it. His play style is different, but it's not like he has two-way responsibility. You know, they need to figure out something with this core, man.
I think I completely agree with you that they need to figure out something with the core, but I think also the bench players, the second unit is gonna need the younger guys need to also perform and come through. It's gonna be about the younger guys as it was 2022 when we won. You know, I think the younger guys are gonna be very important, and I think I heard you say that on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. I heard somebody say that on one of these chats.
Yeah, so here's where I'm at, Dan Tizzle. You see where the offense is right now? They're 13th in offense. Okay? The Brooklyn Nets are ahead of us, bro. Come on, dog. Like, seriously. So if we can stay at like a 114, they're pretty much a 115 offense right now. If they remain a 115 offense for the rest of the year, and this defense, they're at a 114 right now, I want their defense to be a 110. Get me to a 110 with a 115 offense, and I'm good.
Yeah.
That's my only goal. Stay at 115 and the defense be a 110, and I'm fine with that. This is where they need to be defensively, right? 115 versus 110 is where they need to be. That's what they need to figure out, the defense part of it. You know, I don't care about the on pace. I know people are saying like, oh, they need to play faster. Bro, they are fine with league average pace. When you start to get up here in terms of pace, look at these teams that are leading the league in pace, right? When you start to get up there in pace, that tells me what you're saying is that you're telling me that that you want them to be an up-tempo team and turn the ball over a lot. Nah, man. I want the turnovers to be low, right? I want them to be at a 115 offense, and I want the defense to be a 110. They have to control the game defensively. The team is not that talented for them to be a one, like from them to be like a 118 offense. You know what I'm saying? They're just not they were never that type of team. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at them traditionally, they were a 110, like a 114, 115 offense. The highest they ever got to, I believe, was like a 115, 116. And that's when KD was there. The strength was always getting stops and getting out in transition, right? So when GP2 is out, when Wiggins is out, your playmakers on defense aren't there. You know what I'm saying? So that's their strength, right? Like, we got to break this down analytically, man. Why is the team struggling right now? The team is struggling because, bro, GP2, listen, we finished the game, the last game. Pods was on the court, okay? Moses Moody was on the court finishing the game. We have Wiggins would have been out there, maybe GP2, right? So it's some tough injuries that we're going through right now, right? And it's just a cascading thing, but these things typically don't continue for a while, right? Now, if how I'm going to be watching this, and here's here's how I'm going to be watching it. I'm not going to watch it from the standpoint of, oh, they're just going to blow teams out. No, no, no. Like, I am just hoping that they're just going to thread water until they can get the regulars back. When they get the regulars back, then we can start to look to make a run. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to see if they can just string some games together with some of these guys out, right? And be sensible. And then I think they'll be fine. Because the last 3 games, I didn't see a bad team. I swear to God, I didn't see a bad team. You know? And